How's it going, everybody? I'm actually really happy today because we have an amazing Christmas store to talk about. We're going to have that for 40 days. But first, we got to get a little salty because we do have a gold spending event for Mephisto Diamonds. And I have a lot of warnings to give you guys. There's actually some okay takeaways because it is in conjunction with this gold store. But you know, if it's an event, I got to be joined by my guy, Livepool. He's got the sheets to make you not suck at events like I do. All right, how's it going, Mr. Livepool? How's it going?
What's up, my guy? How you doing?
I'm doing very good, thanks. All right, so let's jump right into the blog here. This is the event in question. The 5 golden rings earn Mephisto red stars and diamonds. They're missing an S there. We have a bunch of inputs for this event. We got spend gold, earn shadow orb fragments, which we're going to have to talk about. Open ring orbs, which is something that's actually part of the store, which is cool, but something that we need to discuss. And of course, we're going to be having Mephisto diamonds up for grabs. Red Star Orb Fragments, Crimson Mutant Gear, Purple Isolate, all that good stuff. So let's jump right into it, starting with the sheet itself. Spending gold gets you 1 point. Opening the various ring orbs is going to get you different amounts of points, so 60, 60, 40, 30. Earning Shadow Orb Fragments is going to get you 30 million points. And then earn 5 golden rings, milestone will get you 1 point. So you're going to notice right away that these numbers are, I think you said it best, Livepool. You're like, these are all like jacked up by a factor of like 1,000 or 10,000, right?
Right, and that's mainly because we're spending gold, so it's very easy to spend 1 million gold. So if everything else was only getting you 1,000 points at a time, it would almost be meaningless.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes more sense that way. So don't be thrown off by like this gigantic number here, this 260 million. But there are a couple things you need to be aware of. The campaigns are not giving the Shadow Orb fragments. For the purpose of this video, we are going to be... Actually, no, I already confirmed this. The conversion rate is 1 energy to 4 Shadow Orb fragments. It's the same as it just was, is what I was just told when I asked. Besides that, we do have the Seasons of Giving web milestone. It's important to note, you can get this through spending snow globes or spending turkeys. I already went and I opened up all my turkey stuff on this account, so I probably have a bunch to collect here. Yeah, see, I maxed out the store just because I had a bunch of turkeys to open up, and I just opened up a bunch of those orbs. I will not tell you what I got, because then you'll hate me. But then let's look at the leaderboard. So I want to be very frank with you guys. This is going to be an insanely competitive event. And there's going to be some asterisks around this event we're going to talk about too. But if you think as a free-to-play gold hoarder, you're going to stand a chance, I just want to let you know, you don't. Okay? So, like, even the top 1,000 getting 1 diamond on Mephisto, I don't think this is going to be very free-to-play obtainable unless you have, like, 1 billion gold. And the reason for that is these offers. Now, this is all in Canadian Monopoly money, so it's kind of hard for you guys to understand it. But for 100 American dollars, 60 million points. The people who want diamonds on Mephisto are going to go absolutely crazy on these offers. I think it's also funny to note that this $70 American offer right here gives 72 million milestone points, whereas this $100 American offer gives 60 million points. I think where they're trying to make up the difference between that $30 is these dark diamond credits and this energy. This energy, because the conversion rate is 1 to 4, is going to be wasted. This is not going to help you to score on the leaderboard. So just keep that in mind if you are going to be making purchases and going that way. I also want to give a shout out to the new Bang for Your Buck. I thought they got rid of Bang for Your Buck for the Strike Store, but they actually added some really cool stuff to it. So we now have a lot more ice than we used to, getting some blade shards on there. And then we have this Best of 2024 Diamond Orb Fragments. This is in the new Snow Globe store that we will talk about. We got some shopkeep things I want to talk about real quickly. In this store, Kahori is an option. I just want everyone to know she's not a DPC character, okay? Do not rush out and try and buy her regular red stars. She's going to be regularly in the orb when she is released. The curious thing here is in this slot, Livepool, you were telling me you had Gorr diamonds in this slot, right?
Right now, I'm seeing 1 diamond Gorr in that slot. Yeah, so
there you go. So maybe Kahori diamonds are going to be available in this slot. I don't know if that was a oversight on their part or if it's just her red stars. I don't know. Because she is featured in the orb that we're going to be looking at here in a second as well, along with this stuff right here. This is actually pretty interesting. This is why I'm actually kind of excited about the store.
I imagine it's just the next promotion up from what you've got, like the regular Elite store.
That's what I figured too. Because I see on my baby account a 7 red star Omega Sentinel. I have her at 6 red stars. So I'm wondering
Right.
if they like gated Kahori to not be available for diamonds in that store, or if she's also with diamonds.
Oh, you'd have to get her all the way up to 7 to see, though, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Quite the gamble.
Exactly. So speaking of Kahori, I do also want to note Mobile Gamer got his way, and they're nerfing Kahori's basic. Her basic ability can no longer be assisted, so she's no longer going to be calling in like Odin or Old Man Logan. I understood where Gamer was coming with those that sentiment. I think a lot of the community was downplaying just how impactful that could be in a mode like Crucible, where say Kahori can call in Odin to do 2 attacks, and all of a sudden you have a dead Black Knight, and it's a way to work around Black Knight. I also understand what other people were saying when it's like, hey, but Black Panther Shuri's going to be on that team, and so assists aren't going to happen anyway. I don't think this is what broke their kits, by the way. I think there is a lot more wrong with the absolute A-Force team, at least for War. All right, but that's it for the event, guys. That's it for kind of the newsy stuff. We're now going to jump over to Livepool's spreadsheet. He's going to walk us through what we need to do to hit certain milestones for this Mephisto event. We'll give you our final thoughts on that. And then I want to do a deep dive into the store because I think there's a lot of interesting conversation to be had here. So, Mr. Livepool, why don't you walk us through what we're going to need to do to, say, get to the 5th ring?
Let's get into it. Well, I started off just with your standard energy. So let's say we're doing the 4 refreshes and you're maxing out the web milestone.
Mhm.
And that gets you to milestone 11, which is the 3 rings before you spend any gold.
Okay.
So that's a decent start. You will cap on this energy very easily. The 4 daily refreshes does it. Even just 3 daily refreshes today almost gets you there. Now let's start spending some gold, see what happens. So there is a way to double dip on the gold spending. So you could buy these orbs that they have in the store, which is the best value one is the Crimson Gold Ring Orb. That'll get you some Crimson gear. It costs you 600k gold. And so not only do you get 600k towards the milestone just from spending the gold, but you also get some extra points for having bought that orb. So you're kind of double dipping on that. So let's imagine we buy one of those gold. So it costs 600k. Total gold you spend is 600k. So you get the 60k for that orb, but also 600k for gold spent. So it's 660k overall. You could buy as many of these orbs if you want. You could buy 10 of them. And then I've also put a spot to put in any other gold that you spent as well. So say Kahori comes out during this event and you want to rank her up. That usually costs about 20 million gold. So you would put a 20 in there, and then it knows that you're going to spend about 26 mil overall in gold.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. The other option here is points from offers. There's so many weird different offers on at the moment that I decided not to divide them up per each offer. Just put the number of points you're getting from an offer in there. If you're buying the $70 offer that gets you 72 mil points, just put the 72 in there.
Yeah.
That was easier than putting in all these weird orbs that they got going on at the moment, weird offers that they got going on.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
So
get Kahori unlocked, max out, get 10 of those. We are still only at 69 million points overall.
That's right. Yeah, it looks like you need a little bit more. So you need about 10 mil more. So that's going to be 2 more orbs. Is that right? No. Oh, of course, there's only play around with this a bit more.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there. There you go. About 19 orbs and 25 mil of extra gold. So about 36 mil gold overall to get to the 5th ring.
Mm-hmm.
So hope you've been saving up your gold.
Yeah. For the record, he's putting it into the golden rings orb here right now. I don't think that's what people are going to do. I think people are going to go into this store and they're going to be buying the snow globes themselves, right? So it's 3 million 3 million gold for 50 snow globes here. I think that's probably what most people are going to be spending on because we do have this Astral Force energy or Astral Force, whatever you want to call it, which we're going to be talking about here in a second. But
yeah, put that down. Just put a 36 in there.
Yeah.
Or 37 then, I guess.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's the perfect segue. So this, guys, just play around with the sheet on how much gold you're going to spend, what kind of orbs you want, how much you need to open to hit your certain goals, how much gold do you plan on spending on the snow globes, because I think we're about to have a really interesting conversation, me and Livepool, about the value of this store. Now, I actually really, really like this store. I like how it has a guaranteed spot for Red Star / Diamond promotions. I like that you're getting 50,000 of this resource for 3 million gold, so you don't have to reset the store nearly as much as you would, because if this was less, trust me, the Krakens would still reset it a bunch of times, and we wouldn't get as much like interesting things. Moondragon's passive is still available, but now Doctor Strange passive is also available. And you can see it only costs 4,000 for 4. So these awakened abilities are... if you didn't get these awakened abilities yet and you waited for this moment, you were getting it at such a bargain right now, which is really cool. We'll see that the cost for these Crimson pieces is still pretty much the same. I know the cost of the orb itself, or the globes themselves, is still in line with what the other stores were. Like if you spend 600,000, you get 10,000 points. Well, you times that by 5. I know the conversion is still the same, but you just don't have to reset the store to get as much of this resource here. So I kind of like all this stuff. And this threw me for a loop. The Astral Force. Lifepool, do you know what this Astral Force thing is for right here?
I believe it's for red stars on Shadow King, if I'm correct.
It sure is. So a lot of us were wondering how the heck we were going to be filling in the rest of this right here. You see I'm at 161 now at 240. How are we going to be filling in the rest of this to get red stars for Shadow King? And there is your answer. Buy one for the store for 10,000. So it costs you 600,000 gold per unit here. And that's going to get you towards Shadow King red stars. Now just keep in mind, don't go ham on it right now. Unless you're a crazy person. Because you will be getting, you will be getting, if you are top 5,000, more of these for free, right? And because this event is so competitive, like just for instance, I did difficulty 15 with all the packs turned on except for the life packs, and I'm at 4,000, right? You're not guaranteed a 7-star. Let's just put it that way. Nobody's guaranteed a 7 red star Shadow King right now, with still 6 days left on the event and people going absolutely crazy on it. So although you should probably start buying some now, so you don't have to reset the store like crazy, you don't want to be getting all. I think it's what is it? It's like 620 pieces that you need, because you need to have 880 total for this. Where is it? Where'd he go? I think it's 880 total for this, which, by the way, if you don't get top 5,000 with the Shadow King event, to get a 7 red star Shadow King from this, you would need to spend 432 million gold, which is a lot. It's a lot.
Pocket change, really.
Yeah, pocket change. And if, by the way, if you are ranks 1 through 50, don't worry, you get a sweet discount. You only have to spend 288 million gold to bring it up from the 400, the 5 red star that you'll get for getting top 1 to 5, to fill in those other 2 red stars. So they are not giving away those red stars this time around. What are your
There's something else important to note there, though, but because you're talking about, if you're not in the top 5,000,
yeah.
If you're not in the top 5,000, in fact, if you're not in the top 500, you're not getting 7 yellow stars for Shadow King anyway.
Exactly.
Only the top 500 gets 7 yellow stars, so why get the 7th red star if you don't have the yellow star?
Yeah.
So
yourself?
I'm going to guess that most people are just going to try and get the 6th red star, which I believe is going to be a little bit more obtainable.
Oh, for sure.
But
for sure.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's also I know I've only just seen your screen with that. You had was it 10,000 for one item of the Astral Force?
Yeah.
Because in my score I've got 100k for 10. So it's not always. So sometimes you can get a 10 times rate.
Whoa. Let's go ahead and see if we can see one of those. Oh, there it is right there.
There you go.
There you have it, guys. So you won't have to reset the story very much at all to get this. This is very interesting. You may not have the snow globes to buy it if you're like me. I'm also noticing this is a very cheap way to promote Red Star characters. And I was talking with Livepool earlier. He's like, well, why don't I have all my characters 7 Red Stars? And I was telling him, well, I convert all my Elite 7s into Diamond credits. I don't do anything. Like I have 16 right now. Or 18. I never, ever open these when a character comes out. I just convert them to diamonds, which is why my baby account actually has a lot of diamonds that I think catch people off guard, because you only need diamonds on a certain amount of characters. And the game really does rain this gold promotion currency on you. I have 5,700 of them. So by the time I get a character like Sentinel to 6 stars, which he's not yet. He's only at 5 stars. By the time I get him to 6 stars, he's normally in this store already, and I could just promote him like this. So I think this is also really cool. It'll help me save gold promos if that's something I want to do. But it also seems like this is also going to be a way to get diamonds on some characters. I'm curious if I can get some diamonds, Assy. I don't have any of these characters at 7 red stars to get diamonds on yet, so I'm not getting the good drops here, but that's okay. And I already have diamonds on Nimrod, so there's that too. This store just seems like kind of a big win for me. Like, this store seems really fun. Seems to be like a pick your own adventure, what you want to do. These orbs that Live Pool was just talking about, they seem decent enough for like Crimson Gear. Just open one of these. So this is 600,000 gold, and I'm going to be getting 4 Crimson pieces. This will help a lot of people fast track themselves to Mephisto. There's also this orb to talk about, this Gohori orb for 250,000 points. I'll tell you what, let's get silly with it. Let me go buy this 3 mil. Let me just get one of these.
I think that's the main event of this store, is that orb that we're about to go into now. Oh, there's a diamond.
Oh, there you go. So 400,000 points can get you 2 diamonds on one of these newer characters, which is absolutely crazy. Let me just waste all my gold for you guys. And in this orb, it's just like the Mephisto orb, except it's the newest, most broken character, Gohori, who can no longer be assisted on her basic, by the way.
Trash character now.
Trash character. No one wants her anymore. So I kind of just a little bit excited about this this store. I like that the event, I want to spend gold anywhere for the event, so I have a lot of avenues, fun avenues to do it, to have fun. This dupe sucks, and I hate the store, and I hate this event now, and it's trash. But otherwise, pretty good, right? What do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, and look at some of the other people in that orb as well. It's not just Gohori. I mean, go and have a look at the other people in there. There's some guys that there's a good chance you don't have any diamonds on yet. I mean, more towards the bottom here.
These
are all the newest characters, like Thanos Endgame, Sentinel, Oath. Well, I guess Oath was in the other one, but
that's a very, very good point. Who I don't see in here? I don't see like Kitty Pryde in here. I don't see like new Avengers in here. Like, these are all highly meta, highly sought after characters. This is actually a really, really good orb. And look, they actually increased the drop rate on the newest characters, 3.7 on Blade. Yeah, look at that. On all the new meta characters, they increased the drop rate. Orb.
I think that's your best spend of the globes, to be honest. Unless you're particularly going after an awakened ability, or maybe the Shadow King red stars.
Yeah,
I think that's your best bet on on spending your globes.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be buying the 400,000 Gorr one. We just oh, look, we have another option for the Astral Force. For 20,000, you can get 2 pieces. So this is going to come in all shapes and sizes. So I don't think it's going to take long for people to hit. This is great. Okay, I don't think it's going to take very long for people to hit their desired Shadow King red stars, so that they can then play around with the other things that they're interested in. I really, really like this store. Much more than this store. Much more. Food for thought. Anything else you want to say before we take off, Mr. Livepool?
I think that covered it. Anything from you?
A rare W from Scopely. As far as an event and the rewards go, don't get scammed. Please, for the love of God, if you want to say... Oh, wait. No, there is something we got to talk about. One more parting warning, guys. We just went over a bunch of fun ways to spend your gold. When they decide that they want to give us fun ways to spend your gold, what normally follows, Mr. Livepool?
Level caps.
Let's cap increase. I would very much not be surprised if we see this go to 105 or 110 before the new year, or like January 1st. All right.
Have you been preparing for the level cap?
No, I couldn't care less, because I won't spend energy. I won't spend money to buy energy to level up. I'll just take it as it comes. I'm sure it's going to be crazy stat increases, but it's normally like at a little bit of a disadvantage for like 2 months, and then I'm caught up. And then I haven't like done anything I regret as far as like abstaining from events and things like that.
Oh man, I've been preparing like mad for this level cap.
Well,
I've been seeing it spin in the weeds.
It definitely will be, if you do prepare for it. It'll be a fun 2 months of like an extreme advantage, especially in modes like the arena or in Crucible, where if it's the same as, level 95 to 100 was, it's a 20% stat difference on each character, which is pretty crazy, right?
And I remember they came out with that event for leveling characters
Yes.
that was only available for a limited time as well. So
That's a good point. And that had a pretty juicy reward in it too. I forget what it was, but it was juicy.
I remember it being juicy.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's it. We got salt, we got sweet, we got speculation. The 3 S's. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.